Bonjour everyone, welcome back to my studio. Today I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can recover highlights in Davinci Resolve. So without further ado, let's have a look. So my footage today is quite overexposed, as you can see it. It's like I can't even see the details in the shot. So to remedy that, what we're going to do is first, we need to understand, okay, when is that appropriate to recover highlights in the first place? Because for a shot like that, it's, it's mostly an exposure problem, right? If we actually bring our exposure down, it's going to solve most of it. And this is what we want to do every time before we think that we need to bring our highlights down. But in that case, I'm going to try and bring the exposure down, okay? And we're going to see that we can recover pretty much everything that we need, okay? Yeah, so we've recovered quite a bit here, okay? So that's before, that's after. But let's say that we want to be a bit more open just so that I can demonstrate how we can recover some highlight, okay? There's 4 ways that I'm going to show you today. So let's go with way number 1. So I'm going to add a serial node, and it's probably one of the oldest tricks that I'm going to show you here. So I'm going to call that curve because we're going to use a curve. And you pop open your curves right here, and I'm only going to select the luminance channel, and I'm basically going to grab my upmost point here and drag it down, but I want to pin the lower part of my exposure. So here in the little graph, we have our shadows here and our highlights over here. So I just want to mostly affect the highlights and leave the rest of the image untouched. And so that will be before, after. We see that we can, recover some highlight detail here. And you can shape the curve however you want, but with that sort of shape, it's going to yield some good results, basically. And this is one of the cleanest ways that you can recover some highlights. So that's way number 1. Now let's have a look at way number 2 to recover some highlights. And I'm going to talk to you about the luminance key. So let's add a layer node. You're going to go into your qualifier tab, which is right here. And now you jump into the luma section of the qualifier, and it's only going to affect the luminance and not the saturation and the hue, okay? So now you're going to press Shift H so that you can see your selection. You're going to grab the low end right here, and you're going to drag to the right until that you see that the darkest regions of the image is getting masked out. And I just want to grab mostly the highlights, okay? So now we can see the selection is pretty rough, and in fact, if I toggle on that matte mode, we can see it even better. So now I'm going to play with my low soft. I'm going to drag that upwards so that we are feathering our selection. Okay, good. And now I have a selection of my highlights. And now to bring them down, I can use my gain, which is right here, okay? So if you bring it down, okay, just a little bit, ever so slightly, not too much in order for it not to feel too weird. But that's going to be before, after, and I can always refine my selection here. So I can increase the softness, all right? And now let's see if I can bring my gain down and recover some highlights. So that's before, that's after. Before, after, okay? Before, after. So that's way number 2. Way number 3 is going to be similar with a luma key as well. And this is going to be by using the highlight knob. So I'm going to add another layer node. I'm going to copy my adjustment from here, paste it here. So that was gain. That is going to be highlight knob. And let's turn this node off for a second. Okay, and let's reset my gain. And I'm going to grab my highlight knob, which is right here. Okay, so that is that control. You can drag it down as well. Yeah, so that's before, after, and that usually works pretty well. That's definitely something that you can play with. So that's before, after, really nicely recovering highlights. And now the 4th way that I want to show you is with the HDR tab. So let's add another layer node. Let's toggle this one off, and let's jump into our HDR tab. So you see that we have all these zones, so that we can see that with this zone we have control over the darkest parts of our image, shadows, light, and now we can press right here to reveal some other zones, and this is the highlight region, and this is the one that we're going to be interested in today. So let's drag the exposure of the highlight zone down. So that's before, that's after, before, after, and we can see that we have some control now over the exposure of our highlight zone. And it's not the best sort of like looking results from the get-go, but we can refine it if we press right here. Now we have control over the zone and the fall off, and also where it's actually starting to affect my highlights. So if I drag that, now I can dig even deeper into the image. So that's before, after. Now we can also adjust the fall off. So if we want something a little bit softer or a bit more aggressive, depends on what we want here. Before, after, and the results look really pleasing with that control as well. So, and now you're probably thinking, all right, Douglas, you've shown us 4 different ways that you can recover some highlights. Which one should we use? And that's a very good question. And I think it's going to be a matter of preference, because some people might prefer the curve to recover some highlights. Some other people might prefer the HDR tab. Some other people might prefer to use a luminance key with gain or highlights. You can also play with using the highlight knob without a key if you like the results that it gives. But yeah, it's mostly going to be which one do you prefer to use and to reach for. And also, you're also going to see that each and every technique yields slightly different results. For example, when you use the highlight knob, it's going to sharpen the image ever so slightly the further you drag your highlight slider down. So that's something to keep in mind. There's going to be slight differences in terms of like texture and how the image is going to look. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to use the method that you feel the most comfortable with and the one that yields the best results according to the problem that you're trying to fix. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial about how to recover highlights in Davinci Resolve. Always remember that you need to check if you need to bring your exposure down first before you use these techniques, but at least now you know 4 different techniques to address highlights. Leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you thought about this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, And I guess I will see you in the next video. Salut, prenez soin de vous.